So after hearing your advice, I've taken it into consideration and I'm going to try it again.
Hello. So in this video I'm going to explain how I improved my technique to get further on this climb, and hopefully you'll find this interesting and maybe even useful. So if we compare my first attempt and later attempts, there is little difference to begin with. However, if you look at my feet positioning, then there is an important difference. On my earlier attempt, my right foot is on a hold and my left foot is just dangling in the air. Having a foot just hanging is rarely a good thing. If we look on my later attempt, my left foot is now on the foothold and my right foot is toe hooking the start hold. This is important for my next move, which is a big reach, although in my later attempt, by using a toe hook, I'm not only closer to the next hold, and so I don't have to jump for it, I also don't cut loose because the toe hook keeps my body in tension. This saves time and energy. The next move is to a side pull, and once again, in my early attempt, I have my left foot just hanging and my right foot on a hold. I probably got into this position instinctively because it is a less steep and so slightly less strenuous position to hold. In my later attempt to get my right foot on that higher foothold, you have to be in a more horizontal position. So if you compare the height of my right foot in each attempt, my right foot is lower than my head in my earlier attempt, but significantly higher in my later attempt. However, there is a good reason for my foot being that high. It means, once again, that I do not cut loose, as I do in my earlier attempt. This is because I can generate an opposing force between my right hand and right foot, whilst my left hand is moving to the next hold. This keeps my body in position, whereas in my earlier attempt, the process of moving to the next hold leads to my body to swing out, and due to the position of the foothold my right foot was on, little force can be generated from it to oppose the inwards pull of my right hand, and so my foot comes off, and once again, I am hanging there, losing energy. So in the earlier attempt, I get my feet back on and set up in almost exactly the same way as in my later attempt. The only difference is the position of my left foot. In my later attempt, I position it higher up and further out, rather than on the foothold. This may seem counterintuitive, as most of the time you want, if possible, your feet to be on hold. However, in this circumstance, my right foot was generating the power and was what I was waiting. The purpose of my left foot flagging is to generate a rotational force. The force is rotating my right side inwards. This helps me put weight on my right foot and keep it on. Furthermore, it acts in place of the right hand during the move. When the right hand is on before the move, it pulls the right of the body in. When it comes off the hold to reach the next one, that force no longer exists, and immediately the right side of the body turns outwards, which makes the next hold harder to reach, and also pulls the right foot off. So by flagging with the left foot, the right side of my body is forced in, and my feet do not cut loose. Next, in both instances, I heel hook where my left hand was to generate the oh so important oppositional force to my right hand, whilst I reach over with my left hand to the next hold. Then I get a heel hook with my right foot. Now in my earlier attempt, I move my right hand to match on the right hold, and then I go to move my left foot. Because I am now quite far to the right of my right foot's heel hook, it has little grip, and does nothing to stop me swinging out where my hands slide off the hold and I fall. In my later attempts, instead of matching and then moving my left foot, I keep my right hand on its hold. This means my body is further left, and so my right heel hook has more grip. This, however, isn't enough on its own. As I move my left foot, I also push my right foot's toe into the wall, which pushes the heel in and generates more grip. For these reasons, I hold the release of my heel hook and can move it onto the foothold on the volume, where I then match hands and push off my left foot to reach the next hold. In going for the next hold, I do cut loose, which is not ideal, but is quite hard to avoid. Fortunately, the next hold is both good and faces in the opposite direction to the left hold, which makes a nice set of opposing forces that keeps me in place. Unfortunately, the footholds are quite far away, but after a couple of attempts I get my right and then my left foot on, and can match hands. Now I set up for the final move. I position my hands and get my feet in place. and I don't quite reach it. Next time, hopefully, I'll ascend this boulder. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting or useful, please click the like button, and if you want to see more, then please subscribe. Bye!